Oh, howdy, good afternoon, everyone. Hope everyone... Oh no, my pen is dead. I need to find my other one. Oh no. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm jumping straight in today to the art thing. What I want to do is do a whole drawing today. I want to get significant amounts of a painting done today. Boom, 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 boom. I'm just gonna like thumbnail really quick. I have an idea. Oh, thank you for the follow, Morgan. I have no idea. Why is that behind me? Let's move that over a little. Where the fuck is it? There we are. Why were you not following my Twitch? Wow, rude. So rude. Okay, so I had an idea for what I'm doing with this picture. Ooh, this eraser does not like being that big though. I have a mood board and everything. You know what? Actually, how's it going though? How are you doing? I am gonna add another source really quick. I hope there's nothing incriminating on my screen, in case this picks something up that it's not supposed to. Where's window capture? Pure ref. We're gonna add pure ref first, and then we're gonna match title, otherwise find window of same type, same executable. Oh god. Oh. What? I just want to get pure ref visible on screen, and it's just not. Huh. Hi, Golden. How's it going? I'm currently trying to figure something out on my other monitor really fast. See, because it's just blank. I'm trying to capture. There's an application I use to keep refs and stuff called Pure Ref, and it's an amazing app. And if you draw, you need it. You need it. I'm going to wholeheartedly suggest this. Okay. It's not gonna... There we go. Okay, now I just need to figure out where to find a place to put that. So I have a mood board. Let me blow it up real quick so y'all can just see it. Window capture. It's not a game, so it shouldn't need game capture. I just needed to change the capture method. But yeah, so here's our mood board. So I was thinking, like, Cult of the Lamb, cult classic movie situation. I'm also, like, I'm gonna add some text to my pure ref, so y'all know what's going on. If I can remember how to add a note. There we go, controlling. Okay, I want to be thematic. Oh, that's the... Oh, sorry. Excuse me. I'm currently dying today, apparently. How do I just move the window? I love this application, though. There we go. Now we got a nice little mood board visible. So y'all can see what I'm thinking. And I'm gonna try to knock this out today. I'm gonna need to like keep it open though on my end, so I may not be able to see some stuff. Might be slow. So I really like the this day the Earth stood still thing thematically. And I think I might steal that kind of pose that's right there. But it looks like our goal... Actually, yeah, before I start, let's kind of analyze what we're looking at here. Just so I can fill time and talk about what I'm doing. Let me put my ref underneath my YouTuber and chat. Okay, I'm gonna blow it up real big so y'all can see. So, we're gonna try to capture this like old school movie vibe, which hopefully is gonna work out for me. So in general, like things I already know about, like these old movie posters, I know they're painted in gouache, but that's just a material thing that we're not really, you could, I guess, like look at it and glean kind of what's going on here, but why is my, oh, because it disconnected. It was in the middle of disconnecting. That's why it was not happy. Someday I'll get my leap motion to work properly.
Oh my god!
Already, too. Already. Why did the clothes not come off? Oh! Oh, I need to reset that up. I swapped the model between the streams, and I guess it didn't carry the Here, I'll do it manually for you, and then let me go into my rewards real quick. Okay, well that took the shorts off. Here's the shirt that did not work properly. That'll hopefully get me clothed automatically. I had to redo the shirt. I've just kind of given up on the hoodie for now. I cannot get it to weight paint properly. But hi Toof, how's it going? There we go. Okay. I will disable it if you use it too many times today, though. Please do not leave me permanently blurred. Okay, so the idea here, because y'all can't see if I've got the mood board up. Ooh, why is my hand way over there? Okay. Ah, that makes sense. Okay, so yeah, what we're gonna try to do is kind of analyze these old posters a bit, get an idea of what they, like, are, what they're about. And then, we'll go from there to trying to draw our fan art. So, like, I already know that they're made from gouache, or they were painted in gouache back in the day, because that was the popular thing. It got color consistency and laid down certain ways, was relatively cheap. dried fast, could be reworked, things like that. Or also commonly known as poster paint, which was the cheaper version of gouache. So we know that they were done with those. We see that they've got a lot of like realistic kind of things, a lot of high contrast in all of these. That is one thing I am noting immediately. A lot of brighter colors. Some of these are aged and would have been brighter when they were new, but they do use a lot of high saturation colors. Fonts, you can just gather that. That's just classic horror movie kinds of fonts, and I'll be hunting for those later when I start doing anything to go on it, but I do want to plan where my text is going to be. And the text on these seems to trend more towards the middle. You can see like on the Dracula one here, it's directly in the middle. Invisible Man is in the middle, but a little up. Giant leeches, it's directly in the middle. The spider's in the bottom left, and I kind of like that idea. Day of the Year Stood Still is middle right, or middle left, sorry. So we're gonna get that probably as what we're looking for there. I would say they tend to be dynamic, but they kind of don't. There's like weird elements, like in the background of the Day the Earth Stood Still poster, we've got like this hand just reaching in from outer space and grabbing the Earth, and that's not part of the movie. They're just like adding something representational of the theme of the movie. So that's kind of neat. I don't remember Dracula taking place on a boat either, but that's what their poster is. And that one's pretty dynamic. Invisible Man isn't terribly dynamic. Giant Leeches is like some really classical posing. That's an interesting one. I don't know what that movie is. It's just a poster I saw that I liked the vibe of. I like the font of it specifically. But so, okay. Let's size this down. Let's just make some notes of what we're looking for. So we want bright colors. That's a bit big for writing. I fucked up writing. So we're gonna get high saturation. What do we need? We don't need it to necessarily be dynamic, but we do need to leave room for the logo. And like all of the, and taglines. So we're gonna write that down. And this is all stuff that I would just keep in the back of my mind instead of writing down. Or like, you know, stuff like that. I'm just doing it for the sake of y'all to understand kind of like what my thought processes are here. Yeah, so like, if we go back to the Dracula one, they actually use the composition, that shape of that boat at the bottom as a place to put their like cast list and tagline. That's interesting. That's pretty neat. I need to mute a Telegram chat. Like, for the next 3 hours. Yeah, they're using, well, some of them are using negative space and some aren't. In a way. Like, this Day the Earth Stood Still one doesn't actually have a lot of negative space. The spider does. But that's another note, high contrast. But I'm trying to figure out what elements I need to pull out of these into this picture. Okay, so high contrast. Let's see. I guess some of these actually, like the spider one. Ooh, whoa. Look at the brush strokes in the spider. Oh, that's cool. I love that. Look at that. That's gorgeous. Almost looks like it's digital. This may not be a real poster. There's not any real use of outlines, but there is heavy use of black. Or near black. You can see it there, too. We may be avoiding some of that, but maybe not, because we're doing Cult of the Lamb fan art. And it does have a lot of black in the game. So yeah, high contrast. I'm gonna write down heavy use of black, but there's no guarantee I'm gonna do anything with that. I already kind of have my composition and everything in my head. I just want to thumbnail it out. So, I'm gonna make that bigger. I'm gonna make my little thumbnail thing bigger. I'm gonna size down my notes. They're not the most important thing. Okay. I just want a little more room here to thumbnail on. God, I feel like I haven't streamed art in like 3,000 years. This has been a really rough week for me. So like, my prescription for Adderall, this month was my 3-month visit, because you have to go in every 3 months to have your prescription refilled with Adderall. And so yeah, we may be avoiding some of that because I want a lot of color. Okay, well, my shorts are back. There we go. Fixed it. So, like, my prescription ran out last week. And, just, stuff. Okay, so, the lamb looks like it's about yeah, it's 2 heads high, so... because it was my 3-month thing this month, and like refill this month. I actually want a different pose from the man in that poster. I think what I want is something more like this. Anyway, back to what I was saying. My prescription ran out. So I've been, like, unable to focus on anything. Move that there. Something's wrong about the proportion there, I think. Something feels wrong. I'm always really weird when it comes to characters with these kinds of proportions. Like, I can never get them right. I'm too used to drawing more realistically. Your legs are like... And we're gonna give it some, like, not quite their style flair anyway. But I really adore the art style of this, so I want to keep the character design relatively intact. Yeah, never gonna finish my story. Yeah, so it's not just been that, like, my prescription has been out. I got an appointment, pretty quickly and got that taken care of. It's just we're gonna do some really cartoony legs here. I don't know what the, like... the villagers have the same kind of feet, the followers. Okay. Yeah, so... I adore how, like, cubey this style is. Like, how round, or how it's, like, rounded squares. Anyway, but yeah, so, like, prescription ran out, so I had to, go, take care of that earlier this week, but then I was trying to swap pharmacies because my normal pharmacy is kind of far from our new house. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna swap pharmacies. There was a new one that we hadn't ever, like, that was closer. Had never been there though, so, like, I didn't get to, like, I haven't done anything. I feel like I have already significantly deviated from the source material, which is a good thing. Does the lamb have a nose? The lamb does not have a nose. Half the followers don't. God, the lamb is so cute, though. Yeah, we're kind of going with that kind of expression. Oh, the lamb has horns. It has ears. It has horns. we're just thumbnailing real quick. And then I'm gonna, like, once I have the, like, basis of this figured out, I'm gonna go in. I want more of the cape. Sorry, the fleece. I got Kados addicted to this game the other night. It's a really fun game. I've been wanting to stream it. I want to stream it with the Twitch integration. I think it would be more fun on stream that way than just playing it. But the Switch version doesn't have Twitch integration yet. So, waiting on that to see if they ever add it. This is so adorable in a dumb way. It does remind me a lot of just Cartoon Network kinds of stuff. Kind of gives me a little bit of the, like, what's it called vibe. Show that I didn't ever actually watch. Steven Universe. It's got kind of that kind of vibe with it. But yeah, so like I tried a new pharmacy, and that pharmacy was out of like the pharmacy was out of my meds, so I had to transfer back to the original pharmacy, and my doctor sent that in. This is going to be a really good brush for that vibe I'm going for. Really like this brush. I've been using it a lot lately. It's one of the Friendin brushes for Clip Studio called Comfort Food. Marking in some shadows. I actually think I want the lamb smaller, because we're going for a vibe of like defiance against God, basically. We're gonna have like a big, strong, like spotlight on the lamb. So we're gonna do that. If I do it this way with the big heavy shadows like that, I can do it faster, which is probably why it was done in the first place on those posters. And it may change this image size up in a second. I want to have the background go like that. I'm just gonna fill that in. And that's probably gonna need, like, some rubble or something, but, like... That's gonna be a lot of detail that I don't need in the thumbnail. I don't know if I'm gonna finish this today. It's starting to sound like it might be a lot. Okay. Yeah, I never did either. It just never... I was in college when it started, and didn't have TV in college. Or time to pirate. I mean, nobody pirates anything ever. Ah, oh, energy drink. My one true god. Yeah, okay, so... As I was saying, my prescription ran out. I went to a new, what's it called? A new pharmacy. And they were out for like a month, so I had to call my doctor, and she moved the, prescription around for me, and then, hand? Quit going inside me. Arm? If you stop. I need to adjust my scaling, apparently. Let's see. Do slightly larger. Alright, anyway, so, essentially, what ended up happening was, the pharmacy got the prescription, and I guess she'd made a typo and put, the prescription for my medication as, are you just not finding my hand to know where it's at? So she, had to redo my thing. Or do I have a tilt that's not supposed to be there? What's going on? That seems like it'll work for now. Alright, so she, accidentally, like, typoed, like, and gave me, a prescription for, my Adderall to, instead of one in August, gave me 2 in October, which they literally can't do. And the first thing I said was, why didn't they call her to clarify, because they should know? And her first response was, why didn't they call me to clarify, because they should fucking know? Oh, thank you. It's actually 3 different bracelets. Because I'm a millennial, and I haven't actually worn them in a little bit, but I normally wear jelly bands. I took them off because they fucked with the tracking and never put them back on. But yeah, so I have been out without my medication since Tuesday. Okay, so what I really want to get here is there's all those gods. I really don't care about the gods themselves. I care about their crown. We've got one that's just a triangle. That one's 3 triangles. I don't know if anybody's done this yet. I assume they have. because it's kind of a no-brainer. We need more room. It'll be fine. So yeah, that's why I've been kind of like MIA this week, is I haven't been able to like focus enough on anything. But yeah, this is like a no-brainer idea, and I'm surprised I haven't seen somebody do this. I don't know, I don't even give a shit about like whether it's original. I'm just surprised I haven't seen it. I don't care if it's original. I thought it would be fun, and fuck off. That's why I'm doing it. Not about an original idea or anything. It's about, I want to just have fucking fun. He's straight up and down. And he kind of... The original idea here was actually to do the bosses themselves. The dude guys. Gods, essentially. But I'm gonna get myself in trouble with the crown because the crown is also all black. So yeah, that's gonna get me in trouble. Unless I do like just a cheeky separation there. But I'll figure that out later. I just want to get the thumbnail down. I should be figuring it out now. That's what the thumbnail is for. But as a YouTube video I saw recently, title put it, thanks, Ultra Elite. Your device is super good at staying connected today. A+, a great hardware. Love it. Love it. But yeah. I need to redesign the clip that I use. I really hate it. I really hate it. It never works right. Yeah, as a YouTube video title I saw recently goes, don't mess up the first 10% of your drawing. Okay, I like where it's going. I think these guys. I'm gonna put them on a new layer really quick. Oop, I copied them instead of I just want to like flatten them down a bit. They're supposed to be big and imposing, but I want... Yeah. Because if I put him down there, further down, that might give me some room there to play. I think we're just gonna have like a highlight, like a rim light on the crown itself. See, the thing with Cult of the Lamb for me is every time I look at it, I just think a queer person worked on this. That's all I can think of. I don't know if it's true, but it's a queer aesthetic. If I've ever seen one. I'm kind of surprised the marketing for this didn't lean in harder on the oh, ooh, that's gonna have to be in there. Is just a dead member of one of the other cults. Yeah, that's gonna look good. I want to add one who waits. Kind of complicated though. Oh, there's all of them right there. That is the one who waits in the poster. Right there. Oh, yep, with the chains and everything. I think instead of actually adding the one who waits, I want to add just the chain. Kind of faded. We'll get the chains in and then I'll fade them out. I was going to do them differently. But I actually like the depth that they give it. Going towards the camera and then back. Very dynamic. which I'm allowed to do. If I follow the rules the whole way. I wonder if I have a chain brush that will make that easier. And those can fade out as they get further away, and we'll call it atmospheric perspective. This is gonna be really cool. Let's just delete the notes now. Or, let's cut them and paste them on their own layer. I need to look up a movie poster format. Real quick, actually. I want to resize this to match that. It's 27 by 40 inches. Is the size of a standard movie poster. Looks like. On a lot of these references that I have, they're photos of them. Reproductions. So what they've done is instead of having them edge to edge, they have well, no, they may have been like that to accommodate for the frame. And that leaves us room, like, right there for the logo. But let's see, 27 by 40 inches. What can I do with that? I don't want to do 27 by 40 inches. That would be a massive file. That would... Oh, that's a straight up 4x scale. So, we're good. We're good. At 8 by 10. God, I would love to be able to sell prints of stuff like this, but prints are expensive to make. Okay. Get a little bit of fade going on the chains. Back. I thought it'd be even easier in the finished product. Honestly. Let's just kind of put the text in, but not worry about it. I want something that's kind of dynamic on the... Like something that does like that with the lamb. Which will still work. That'll work fine with this. Yeah. We'll be fine. I'm not gonna bother writing it in then. I'm going to set that to multiply and then lower it a lot. Let's see. How long have I been live? Almost an hour. Let's see. Oh, thanks for the pets. I need my color mixer. Y'all aren't gonna be able to see it. Because I don't like capturing this window. But what I want to do is build my palette before I start coloring. And we're going to just dive straight in on painting it. Let's see. I want another window capture. Hey! Automatic. Window title must match. I could just literally throw that anywhere on the stream. Neat. Yeah, so y'all can see how I like mix color and determine my palette. And this is going to be like almost more important than the palette up there for a while. Okay, so I want this set to the brush I'm using. Let's see. Let me get my ref thing visible. I'm going to mix my colors up and then we'll go from there. Make it a little skinnier. Skinnier. It was a little fat for my screen. If I move it just like right here, that's basically where I have it on my screen. Because I do need to see my color wheel. I know that I want a very, like, a blood red. That's going to be a dominant color here. That's a dominant color in the palette entirely for the game. Is that, like, blood red color. We're going to be using it a lot here. We don't want to color pick, but we do want to get colors in here, so yeah. So we're going to get a... We're going to get that red. That red, that's the red I want. Okay. So we're going to get that red. We're going to need some sort of... Ooh. Okay, what's our background fill color going to be? Honestly, I might make the background fill color just red. Like... You can see the Dracula one has a big background fill right there behind the boat for the night sky that matches the color of his cloak. They're tying it, and I really like the way they've used the shapes there. I don't know what lab color is. So... See, that uses a big red fill, but there's no red anywhere else, and it's a big contrast thing. There's like notes of red in like his skin tone and stuff, and like the police in the back, those cars, but there's not a lot of red everywhere except for right there. And the giant leeches has red to be like her. Draw attention to her. And there's like yellows and grays back there. It seems like yellows and reds are pretty common in these. There's no red in there, so that there's contrast there. But then the green and yellow of the Invisible Man tie into the Invisible Man. This one's just almost all yellows and grays entirely. Very monochromatic almost. We're gonna go with red for now as the background fill. I'll figure it out later. I want a contrast color, another color to be like a light sourcey. I don't want it to be like super contrasty, but I think we're gonna go with like a bright yellow. not a bright yellow actually, but like a... We're gonna stay in this color family for most of this picture. The lamb itself is whites and grays, so kind of just pick a white and then a gray. We'll lean a little more into orange. Let's see. What other colors are in this? Like purples and yellows. Means that I may want to swap these two. Because I don't want it to be like purple, yellow, purple, yellow. You know, okay, we do need a yellow for the bell. Make yellowy gold for the bell. I'm actually gonna just kind of group all of my land colors over here, because I can zoom into this if I need to get more mixing in. So we're gonna just erase that. We need a... The gray will be fine for the cultist that's on the ground. So I need to come up with, like, what I want to do with all of my colors that are present. I should get those purples and yellows for those guys in. So pretty vibrant violet, but really light, so I want that. And then same thing with the yellow for the other one. It's actually really light. Then we're going to have black, and I'm gonna cheat that and pull us down into a really dark neutral red. And that's gonna be like all the colors will eventually be dark enough to get into that, basically, color. Now we're not gonna use pure black. Pure black is boring. So we want a warm black. Because a cool black will just look weird. And we'll figure out the cultist that the lamb is holding in a bit too. But I think this is where we're going to be for now. Trying to see if there are any other colors that I need to figure out in here. It doesn't look like it. I hope I don't get a copyright strike today. This is the first time I've actually streamed with a video game soundtrack, I think. Because we're doing fan art. So I figured the actual soundtrack to the game would be good. Okay, so let's start trying to figure out some of our values. So, ooh. So we're gonna just mix in some yellow into that. What do they do with their yellow, like, light in those, actually? You know, if we're gonna reference things, may as well see how they're using it. Yeah, so, like, skin tones and stuff don't get any of the yellow there. Oh, I thought there's this one that has like the yellows. Those are all just on really dark things, and then these get yellows mixed into the white. Yeah. So I'm doing this right. Yeah. It's not anything like extraordinarily special. They're not doing anything weird with it. I'm gonna mix red into that. To get a darker color. We're gonna play it with some color notes and stuff later. Oop. I keep Control Zing, thinking it'll do anything here for me. But we're gonna do like red shadows with, and then leading into this black. Which, pure black is usually a no-no in art. Because it can leave colors feeling a little dead. So you don't use black paint. And when people say that it leaves the colors dead, it's not like, it's not out here like killing your piece or anything. It's what it's doing is the best way to say that. It's muddying the colors. That's what I was trying to say. Yeah, I don't know what lab colors are to know if I would have a reason to be upset about their lack of presence. Okay, that is one thing to note, is that we're going to make the bell full saturation because it is yellow under yellow orange light, and then we're just going to push. What I want here, what I'm trying to do with this color mixing, is get 5 values for every color hue. Not counting the black that it's all going to lead to. I think I need something intermediary there. Yeah. And this will just let me build a good palette to use across the piece. So that I can get the actual painting done quickly. Because that's what we're really trying to do, is do this fast. And this is just one of the ways you can make a painting go faster, is to pre-plan your palette and get that going early. Okay, so. Ooh, those are about the same, so I'm gonna drop that gray a little. Honestly, we're just gonna go pretty much straight to the black, and then we'll have a intermediary color somewhere right there. And this is basically what I'm gonna do is when I was in school we called it direct painting. It goes by a bunch of different names. Those are the only 3 colors in this. What I'm gonna do, it's called Watch. You're gonna love my nuts. Alla Prima is another name for it. But I want to do is take one of these dark colors that's kind of everywhere. Nope, that's not at 100%. We're going to take one of our darkest colors. We're going to take that off of Multiply. And now we can use that. And we're just going to paint, like, right on top of that. Basically. Because it's actually more of a mid-tone of the piece. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and go take a break first, because I said I was going to do that. I'm going to go take a break, stretch my legs, yada, 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 yada. And when I get back, we'll start the actual painting and see how cool this ends up being, because it looks like it's going to be pretty fucking cool to me. I'm excited. Nobody else has to be, but I'm excited. So I'll be right back. Alright, y'all. I'm back. Let's start painting for real. So we're just gonna take the, like, darkest color that's gonna be anywhere. And start putting it... Oh, the chain. Oh, the chain's just gonna be gray. It'll be fine. We're just gonna kind of go through. And I am just using the same layer. These figures in the back don't get to have any say about anything. I'm gonna see if I can speed along just a little bit. Ooh, no, I don't want to use the same layer. I'm gonna do a layer on top because I want to be able to reference this later. Ooh, that was almost a mistake. Because I realize there's some stuff that I'm gonna have to fix later. Let's make our brush big. I really have been loving this brush, though. It's a nice, simple brush. It doesn't do a lot of crazy stuff. It just exists to be a good brush. Note, I'm going to avoid painting the areas that aren't the absolute darkest stuff. I'm literally only going for the darkest darks right now. Oh, thank you for the follow, Chunky Ocelot. Greatly appreciate it. Welcome to the channel. Fish hut, as it were, sometimes. The fish hut, even. We're gonna get these. I'm gonna get this lamb painted. I'm leaving room for bounce lights there. So, just to explain how this is gonna go down, for painting purposes, is that, we're basically laying in big blocks of, color for now, that are where they're supposed to be, and we're gonna try to be, pretty adamant about our shapes with them and our stroke directions, because that's important, what direction you stroke. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Let's see. There's a lot of this color here. May have to break out the bucket fill. I don't want to. Bucket fill's gonna, like, take away all of my nice texture-y stuff, but I'll do what has to be done. I'm not too concerned about keeping the edges, like, pristine right now. Like the outer edges, I'm gonna go through later and put like, square it off with a big, fat, well, white square, I guess. I'm very quickly losing any concept of how this is supposed to look. Oh, I'm doing all right. Getting some painting in, relaxing, doing some fan art, because I never have time to do fan art. And I need a good, relaxing fan art session for probably one of the cutest games that I've ever played, where I get to also run a cult. Right, I'm swapping 2 of these. let's swap and put him right here. If I swap him, I don't have to do any weird, crazy separation stuff. I like to avoid a tangent there, but may not be in the cards. So we're gonna put him there. Got his eye. You know what? I'm gonna leave the eye out because I want to give him a glow effect later. I have to like approach this like I was a underpaid poster painter in the 60s who was on a very tight deadline. I think I need to get into that mentality. Tap into my inner underpaid artist. Oh, wait. Okay, I'm gonna paint through there for a second. I think having this guy over here is gonna give us some balance against the other... Or this crown over here. Balance against the other crown on that side, too. Cult of the Lamb. I know it's got, like... its issues. It's kind of a buggy mess, but it's adorable. It's... when you can play it, like... it's really fun. I was also very looking forward to this game for, like, however long it took them to actually get it out. So, there's also that. Take my opinion of this game with a grain of salt. I don't even really like roguelites or roguelikes, any of those, all that much. It's just never been my genre. I'm more of a, like, Zelda and JRPG kind of player. Figure out things quick. There we go. And all of that is gonna be... we're gonna get the chains figured out. The chains are gonna be pretty simple. Actually. They're just chains. And we're gonna get the darkest color in them in. And hope I haven't created any tangents. And this is why I wanted to do this on a different layer. Because I need to be able to see where these chains are. We're almost doing this one speed paint style. Because I'm trying to do this in one day. Or in one session. God, the game has a really good soundtrack, too. I'm a sucker for a good soundtrack in a game. We're gonna try to get these chains going off into the distance. Probably should have filled the background in before worrying about the chains. We're just gonna add the chains at the end. That's gonna be faster than anything I can do with them right now. Oh, yeah, I like painting. I just, am lazy a lot of the time. And most of my work, I get to, like, paint my backgrounds, but I don't paint, like, the characters. I do, that, like, almost animation kind of thing where I do a different-ish style. I just use multiply layers for characters, and then actually paint the backgrounds. And I think sometimes it kind of makes them look a little incongruous, but at the same time, I don't want to give up painting entirely when I work. I'm gonna leave that untouched for now. We may end up with a big graphic element in that cape instead of the original plan. Yeah. I don't know, if you get good at painting, I find it can be faster than, it also depends your style. It can be faster than doing pieces with line art. To be honest, like, I've, almost stopped doing, painted line art, or painted pieces entirely. Because I once had someone tell me, oh no, your style doesn't look good when you paint. You should be doing, all of your pieces in, with line art. And that kinda, that stung. It just stung. It hurt. It was mean. People can be mean. Let's see. Let's get the ref back. Let's see. I need to know. Okay, so we're going purple, yellow, yellow, purple. No, we're going purple, yellow, purple, yellow. Whatever. I was trying to avoid that, but I don't think it'll hurt it. I think I've picked good purples and yellows to match the rest of my color scheme here. Okay. I want that fill color in the back to just be red. So I'm going to go ahead and get that in. Since that's not going to be like the biggest killer to this if I go ahead and get it in now. I'm working at 300 DPI and I haven't zoomed in once. Oh, that's fun. How are you doing it? Are you using like Adobe Animate or like Live 2D or something, or are you like actually like hand animating it? I need a shirt that says size matters, and it's a canvas with a really tiny brushstroke on it. And like a really itty bitty like paintbrush. Because your brush size matters. I kind of want to do the like very end of this and leave these like kind of wobbly areas at the end. I don't know, that just appeals to me. Really enough. I didn't come up with any shadow. Whatever, we're not doing this fully old school alla prima. I prefer the word direct painting. I don't know. Calling it alla prima sounds pushy. I'm also gonna try to resist the urge to do this with more than one brush. It sounds bougie. It sounds like snotty and just full of yourself when you call it that. What's the word I'm looking for? Okay, I like the red. I was actually iffy with it when I was like laying it down. But now that it's there, this is gonna look fan-fucking-tastic. And what I was talking about earlier was we may get a graphic element with this cape. Is that I might end up nixing the idea to have like highlights on it, and it's just gonna be the red. Wrong color. Oh, this is looking fantastic. Go ahead and get the red eyes in. Because I have red selected, may as well. Where else? Getting red or black or... But the lamb has horns, and I've managed to accidentally take those out. Ooh. Wrong color. What is the eye on the lamb? Just an eye? Normal ass eye? Okay. See, I may want to swap that color to yellow. Because the contrast isn't there. For that, for the eye on the lamb. Let's see. I want to just go ahead and get this yellow area in while I'm here. We have the big spotlight yellow. It helps that this has a minimal color palette. So far, it's gonna help me get this done faster. Because I'm trying to go for that retro horror movie poster look, right? And while those things look cool, they're also just kind of simple as hell. When you really look at them. Very specifically, a very specific, kind of look, like, because they're not only like contending with like time limits and trying to be inexpensive, they're also contending with, you know, there's a word what's the word, printing, like limited print colors at the time, because you could generally, like on a plate, you'd probably only have 2 or 3 plates, or they'd screen print them, and that's also a limited amount. Okay, let's see. What am I doing? Okay, let's pick a mid-color for the lamb. For the lamb's, actually, let's get the darkest color on the lamb first. The darkest black on the lamb, anyway. I forgot that how, like, economical a method of painting this could be. Or is. It's kind of designed to be. It's very much about, like, conserving your brush strokes and getting an idea down very quickly. Fun. We're not gonna have too many big areas of this really dark gray on the lamb. Not on their face, anyway. We're gonna darken their eyes, the area around their eyes. This leg is gonna get it. Entirely these fingers. And then this cultist is gonna get some. Cultist is gonna get a lot of it, actually. The cultist is just like a lump, and I'm just trying to figure it out as I go. I kind of want to add like blood splatter across the ground. Oh, hey, Kato, how's it going? Oh, okay. I'm sorry to hear that. Wait, are you the... Do I know you, then? Are you the Kato I'm thinking of? Or are you a different Kato? Because I know a Kato, and they would also fit that description. Now let's see. Get our mid-tone there. I still haven't decided what I want that follower in the lamb's arms to look like. I know, I think they're indie. I mean, I guess yes, but also no. Let's give you that right there. This is really shaping up. I'm really liking it. I'm not concerned about blending anything yet. Either. That's for later. Indie. I like non-binary. Not indie. Let's see. Oh, I've lost some of my stuff over there. Let's get the this one. Okay. Still don't know what to do with that follower there. Yeah, I am independent gender, unchained by major record labels and genre. I'm just gonna make the gray probably. I think that's the most sensible course of action, is to make the follower gray. I'm going to use some artistic license in a second, and putz with some of my values there. Breaking out the artistic license. I'm going to add some bounce light probably to this, to their ears. Wow, I'm impressed. We're only this far along, and it's already starting to look like something. Love it when that happens. Let's see you. Well, there's a little bit of the, looks like the cape visible right there. And we're gonna be pretty graphic with that cape. So, just that in. I hate the fleece. Sorry if the mic isn't picking me up well today. I don't know what's been wrong with my mic. I've noticed that it's been a little quieter than it normally is. Sorry, I just was thinking, like, I wanted to tell my, idea for the t-shirt, the Size Matters t-shirt, to a friend, and they are a tattoo artist. And that got me thinking, like, okay, but what if, like, it was a that's fair. Like, they're a tattoo artist, and thinking about it, like, with a tattoo machine, because size matters there a lot. You definitely don't want somebody coming in with a too small tip for your tattoo. I'm not exactly sure how I plan to do the expression here. Well, I know how I'm, like, what it's gonna be. I just don't know, like, how I want to handle it. how I want to address it. But it's time to start the blendy blend. Let's start making this look a little more finished. We get our edges settled. Decide which ones are going to be sharp, stay sharp, and which ones are going to be softened. It's interesting. I don't know many other artists that work this way. I've had some actually like comment on it, because I like to work from really hard edges into really soft edges. I think that needs to be a hard edge right there, leading into a soft edge between it and the black area. Most artists I know, when they paint, and some have commented on it, like I said, they think the way that I work is weird, because I tend to work from harder edges to softer edges, and sometimes I'll do like hard edges, then do all soft edges. Oh, thank you for the follow, Kato. Greatly appreciate it. Let's see. I want that soft, but I want the under the chin to stay fairly hard. So we're transitioning into a harder edge right there, and there's a little bit of stuff going on that kind of not intentional, but I like, so I'm rolling with it. Oh, he, him, and they, them. I thought I had that in the bio. But yeah, either will work. I'm not too picky about my pronouns personally, but that's also because I have practically written an essay about my gender on Twitter before. It's not worth recapping. This already has done really well to capture the vibe of those old posters that I was going for. I think I want to get a little bit of, yeah, that in there. Gotta show how angry the lamb is. Because the lamb doesn't have eyes. It doesn't have, pupils. At least not for this picture. Because when they have the red eyes, they don't have, pupils. Don't know why. Not really sure on that. Let's get their hair fluffed up. Or their... Yes, it's their fleece. And we're gonna have a little dark bit there. And that'll help separate that a little better. Similar values and all. Holy cow, is this... No, sorry, holy lamb, is this shaping up really well. Sorry, I've been going through one of those, like, kind of art blocky things lately. So the fact that I've done something well, and I like it, is kind of, novel at the moment. This needs to be soft. Right there. I think another thing about these old, like, gouache paintings is you have a lot of really hard edges. And a lot of, like, really soft edges in them. This one shows it really well. Like, the people's faces are almost entirely just really soft edges. But then around them, they're just really harsh edges. Love it. I love that particular painting. I'm also still really in love with the spider, but I'm still not entirely convinced that's not just a, like, made to look like that style piece. I might have to cheese some of this a little bit, but maybe not. I don't know. I have to say goodbye to the eye for a second. Part of the eye. And the face a little looks like I accidentally got some of that. We're gonna have to find that. That's just a really dark spot right there. I think I'm gonna carry the, well, maybe not all the way through, but we are gonna have a little bit more there. I really feel like I've captured the that texture really well. Lem has kind of a square face. Well, it's not kind of, it's like actually designed square, so I'm trying to capture that a little bit. I'm gonna soften that edge just a tad. There we go. It's looking so good. Okay. There's a horn back here. And right here. Okay, let's see. I keep thinking my composition feels like it's missing something, and then remember that there's these big-ass chains that are supposed to go through it that carry you in to where the title's gonna be. But I just didn't want to paint them in the way that I was going to, or the way that I painted everything else. Okay, let's get you just a little bit of... Let's get this really dark gray in first. And then I'm just going to give a little bit of... Let's see, where's the darkest? That isn't my darkest. These areas are still in shadow. That's really not how that would look. But because we're trying to work with the limited palette of this, we're gonna pretend it is. Getting a little reflected light down there, and I'm actually going to darken it up quite a bit. Because I didn't like how it ended up. Let me... That... There we go. That's where I want that color. On the lamb, because the lamb is white, so taking the red shadow color that I had into that didn't work for the reflected light, because the reflected light's carrying the color of that yellow light. It wouldn't have any really of the red shadow in it. But we do want to give it like this really soft look. We don't want it super strong. That's pretty good. Okay, let's get the follower. So we're going to do the same thing here. Except here we definitely want there to be a sharp edge at the end, because we're trying to make the follower's head stand out. Against that black background. And I may take that darker. I may want it a little more subtle, but for now, it'll do. And we're trying to make sure all these edges are nice and soft. where they need to be, and we're going to keep hitting spacebar before it's ready for me to hit spacebar. We're gonna come up like that. I want the top edge of that to be sharp. I want this edge to be a little softer. Just a little. I don't want it to be too soft. I am gonna get that a little darker. That's the lamb's ear. We've got another ear that comes out right here. We're maybe gonna just add the light there. And then we're gonna keep going. I've all but abandoned my thing there, and I need to go back to that. His whole hand dark. Yeah, okay, so let's get the inner edge of that soft. Ah! Because we want it like it's carrying up into the shadowy areas. I wanted to involve tentacles somehow in this, but I think the chains were actually a better choice. Personally. See, let's get this. He's got a finger right there. And then we'll get this in to be there. And then we'll just bring everything up. Where it needs to be. I think I'm gonna not have reflected light in the legs. Dealer's choice. Really there. And then start blending that out. I have to figure out how to get the lamb's fingers back in invisible, because it doesn't really look like the lamb has fingers. I drew them in, they're just not very visible. If I make everything, or most everything, pretty soft on these, it'll really, on these sections, it helps sell, like, what that material is made of. Not that material, it's a It's a living lamb, but we do want to get like a little bit of like it's super dark. There. But if I do these pretty soft, it should look good. Right here. It should. In theory, I think that actually got too light, so I'm gonna back that off. Because that area is in shadow. It's just, I didn't want it super dark. Too dark, really. I might go take a break in a few minutes. Because it's looking like I should be taking a break. Kind of losing the light source direction there on that shoulder. I'm almost curious if I should have the spotlight visible going through there. It's almost very Art Deco. Almost. I don't think it quite feels like it's in that genre though, but I mean that would have been like the kind of graphic design trend of the period anyway. Graphic design and illustration and architecture and fucking everything in for the time period that I'm emulating would be Art Deco, so maybe it is. Edges, gradients, it might actually be graphic elements. Big, sharp graphic elements, rather. That contrast with, that might actually be. I don't know. Art genres just confuse me sometimes. I don't like care what art genre I'm in half the time. I just want to make a pretty picture. Defining genres is for losers who did art history because they couldn't actually paint. No, I'm just kidding. Art history people are cool. I love art history. But it is also true, like, I think in art, it's less important to define a genre as an artist, like your own genre, than it is to just make art and let somebody else with a fucking art history degree categorize it for you. Because, like, if you're concerned about the genre that you paint in, or that you draw in, or whatever, you're gonna get more concerned with your genre than actually just making something cool and unique and fun and that you like. know? Okay, let's see. Let's get some lamb fingers in right here. And right here. Kind of weird, there's not a single blue in this. Which is kind of weird for me. I like blue. There's some purple. It does have that red in basically every color to tie it in with every... Oh no, I lost my leap motion. It fell off. My hands have probably been going wild. Alright. I'm gonna take a break. When I get back, we'll try to finish this off in the next hour-ish, maybe? I don't know. But I will be back. Okay. I'm back. What do you mean stop talking to you on Telegram like a weirdo? You just got here. I don't like the chat position. I'm gonna move that. I'm trying to make a different, like, layout for my, art stuff than I had, because I don't like having it with, like, a big overlay, really. You can't see the art as well, even if some of it ends up covered up. Let's try that. Let's put it up top right. Top left. Whatever. Oh, okay. Never. I'm literally constantly messaging you 24/7. Lamb's foot shouldn't be that angle. That's a little more believable. You missed all my talk about edges and all my talk about edging and... Oh, am I naked again? I'm naked again. Did you have to make me naked while I was saying edging? Thanks. Thanks, Chris. Oh, I don't have the health bar up. I'm not gonna put it up.
Oh, he's got the LGBT lights.
Oh, Jesus. Are we just redeeming everything all at once now? Fuck.
It's RGB, motherfucker.
I need, like, per user timeouts. Like, for those. For redeems. Part of it's just so I can make Kados quit throwing things at me when he's here. I really want to, like, do this up, though. I want to, like... give it some, like, that, some grunge. Like, it is actually old. That's not really dark enough, but... it'll do for now. Somewhere in that is where I'm looking. There we go. Maybe... we'll see. We'll see if that's too dark. This is the one color on my palette that I didn't figure out before I started. It's not. There's actually quite a few. But make sure those edges stay sharp. For real though, this game has such good music. Oh my god, I love this soundtrack. we're gonna actually try to gradient that in a little better into the black bits. And then use it as a highlight color there. What do you do with your art degree? Well, I drew a lamb. Oh, yeah, examples is just to attach refs on the commission forms. Oh, nice. A DeLorean. Yeah, the game, well, I don't know if I'd go that far. It is a buggy mess. It is a game you can tell they put a lot of heart into, but it is still pretty buggy. Unfortunately, kind of hesitating to do this in the eyes. Because I want to give the eyes a glow effect, but I figure I can at least go around the edges. With this darker color. I got Katos hooked on it. It's funny because neither of us are really huge fans of roguelites. But we've both very thoroughly enjoyed the game. And Katos is very addicted to, the, cult management side of things. I mean, they weren't, but I don't think that affects, whether or not the game has a lot of bugs. I think maybe what happened there, is, because, you know, they probably made the game in Unity or Unreal or something. I think maybe what probably happened is that they just only tested on PC and assumed that it would be fine once it went to consoles because their engine promised it would. I mean, they're also working to fix them. It's not like I'm saying that, like, they did a bad job and, like, that they don't care about the game. It's just there's a lot of bugs. Oh yeah, no, it's like the console version is a bug fest. Unfortunately. Like, it's got more bugs than me at the end of a furry convention. Like, one of the big ones that's so widespread, people just thought it was how the game is made. is that like legitimately, like people thought it was supposed to do this. Is that you were only supposed to have 6 followers ever show up at your sermons, and you're supposed to have all of them. Show up. And they don't. And it actually, like, causes some big problems. Because, like, if you need to sacrifice a specific person, you can't. Another pretty common one on consoles is freezing on the whenever you have a ritual. Like it'll just freeze. There's one where like during the tutorial, if you leave an area too fast, it doesn't properly load a ritual, and you can't continue. The one that got me like to stop playing it for a little bit while I wait for them to fix the bugs is there's one where if you fight the last boss, it might spawn the heart in the like out of bounds, but you can only get a heart once. So like if you leave, you've lost that heart forever. Yeah, not that I like mind playing on Switch either, but like I am relegated to my Switch most of the time for streaming, because VTuber Plus likes to eat my computer alive. Would you believe I completely improvised this poultice? He wasn't really part of the sketch. There was no, like, formal sketch on this piece either. I just kind of dove in. I let my faith in the lamb guide me. I am really loving this, though. I mentioned it earlier, but I've been kind of going through, like, art block, kind of, lately. Stress-related art block, so I feel like, you know, nothing I do is really good lately. Rather, it's just not up to my standards, because, you know, just sometimes you don't work up to, you know, where you are. And sometimes you make bad art. So I'm really happy with this turning out, like, as well as it is. No, sorry, my drawing has, like, gone to shit lately. Because, I don't know if it's a stage in, like, improvement. Why are my arms really far back? Okay, no, I don't think it's a, like, improvement stage thing. I've just, I've been improving a lot with my, 3D, too, in Blender, I feel. As you can tell by my avatar, like, I did what I feel like was a good job with my avatar, and so, I've also been working on a, oh, what's it called? Like a base to sell. No, what I've been in mostly is, oh my god, is my art not good enough to sell? Kind of art block. The money-related art block, not the skill-related art block. I've got bills to pay. But I'm not sure if my skills will pay said bills. Okay. What's left? Actually, don't know if I want these guys to be too sharp. The crowns. There are chains that are supposed to be here too, for the one who waits. Would you believe this is all on one layer? Because I'm a masochist. But I want to give all the, these bits... One of the goals here is to achieve almost every effect. I'm gonna cheat on one of them, but almost every effect, including glow effects, without using a layer mode. So manually making things look glowy. There's challenge here. I just don't ever talk about the challenges I set up for myself in a piece. It just never seems important. What's important is the piece. Okay, let's add some glow. I want the glow to be relatively subtle. And I'm hoping it's enough to make the eye stick out there. Because I'm realizing there's not enough contrast and the eye looks like it's part of the background, and I don't want it to be, but I also don't want to shade the lamb's crown. Any of the crowns, really? Like, it could be a cool effect, but I also don't want to do anything on other layers, so I'm kind of like calling my bets and not doing things that I think would require a lot of repainting if I fuck up. Hedging my bets, that's the word. Calling my bets. The fuck? And we lose contrast right there on the lamb too, near this eye that I'm painting with the glow on, but I don't know if it's a bad thing. If it is, I can figure out a way to cheese it. A little bit. Alright, let's get some glowy on the red stuff. We're just gonna push lighter red. I'm gonna go ahead and put that down on my palette over there. The tagline on this needs to be something about the flock. Yeah, I actually don't like that shading I did on it. It makes it not look like I'm actually making it glow. I'm gonna have to come in and do something. Give the not glowing parts some glow effect from the eyes. Since they're glowy though, I can soften most of the edges around them. Oh, right. That eye. Yeah, the financial insecurity, art block is always the worst art block. And I know, like, I'm good. And I know that, like, my prices are where they should be. And all that. I just, you know... Sometimes you're in a mood. Whew. Like, I know that, like, my commission sales and stuff are slow right now, especially compared to last year, because reasons like recession fears, last year and the year before were good sales years because, like, we had a lot of, COVID, those things. Do I need to push that red lighter? Just feels like I'm not quite getting the glow that I want here. It feels more like I'm just shading an object. It may just be because I haven't, like, added any influence around to anything else either. Let's see, what would get that glow a little bit? Take our red there, and let me get some on that. Right on the underside there. Probably get some red all through this area. Shadows. Red right there. Attaching right there. I don't know if that red is actually lighter than that orange or not, or that yellow. That may not be giving me the... Probably get some on the underside of the hair. Right through that edge. Let's see. Oh, I never finished the dude back here. Hang on. Whoopsie. So excited to finish, I forgot to actually finish it. I'll give the shadow or the edge there just a little softness. Not enough to make it feel soft, but enough to, like, not be too harsh. I hate that super, like, clean digital look of, like, Oh, how best to describe what I'm trying to say? Like, edges look super duper crisp. Like, they look too crisp, and they just don't look real. What's... Ooh, actually, that's a fair point. Is that I should be doing that. Getting these a little fuzzy with the glow. A little more accurate than that, but... I need some softer edges, and not to be full black, to get that glow for them. Okay. I am gonna make a new layer for this, because I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep it, but... And also because I want to be able to futz with the where it would overlap. You know what? I think just a pool is fine. I think it needs a bunch of splatter. I finally sucked it up and set my channel to mature recently. Because I finally accepted that no matter what I do, I will never be child friendly to any minor that happens to show up on my page. I'm just incapable of being child friendly. Not in my DNA. Yeah, I think the blood spatter there's just a nice touch. Soften it right there on that edge. It just adds a little dimension. Extra dimension to the piece. Not like in the actual art sense, but in the like depth, it definitely doesn't do anything for here, but like visually, but like the feeling of the piece, it helps with that a lot. The lamb needs a mouth. Go ahead and add that on this new layer. Trying to be picky with my strokes. Especially this late in it, every brush stroke matters. Okay. One more new layer. I don't know how I want to do this. There. You know, actually, let's do that. Let's do these coming in like that. I don't remember where all the chains were supposed to be. I think there were 3. Kind of coming in towards the lamb, I think. I can... No, they weren't. You know, that's actually... I could just do that. Paint them in where they're supposed to be like that, and then re-enable the main painting. A smart person would use a chain brush. I think that would actually hurt this piece, though. Just because of the theme being that old school vibe. You know? It needs to feel hand-painted all over to sell what I'm trying to sell with his look. Still not convinced that this game just isn't a whole-ass queer aesthetic, though. Just start demanding a massive monster to reveal the queer person who came up with this idea. And it's entirely because, like, the motif is all chains. Niche art movement or style, I think, is underrated. I don't know. I've actually... Okay. Okay, I'm gonna hate myself for saying this. Also, I'm actually doing dumb things right now. Um, I could have just drawn one Jane. Um. Oh, wait, hang on. Give me just a second. There's an art movement that I used to really, really hate called Rococo. And a lot of people really hate it, and a lot of people at the time really hated it. The name means shell-like. And it's kind of like boring, like decorative art looking stuff. But some of it is actually like really spicy for its era. And I think that gets overlooked because it's just kind of boring. Kind of. Like the painting everyone thinks of with it is the oh, it's like a girl on a swing, right? Let me see. See, the problem is I just don't think there are any overrated art or underrated art movements. I mean, we know they exist, so they're not that. Okay, this painting. This is like the Rococo painting, and at first glance, it's like boring, like decorative art. Maybe a lot of commercial art just over the years, just all of it. I think commercial art has never really gotten its due. As being real art, like illustrations from old magazines and stuff. Okay, this swing painting, the art movement is called Rococo, and it comes around at around the same time. Let me hide my color mixing real quick. So this painting, like at first glance, you're like, it's just some pretty decorative art, whatever. But it's actually quite scandalous. So, the first thing is that, like, her slipper has flown off, which is, like, a kind of, basically in the symbolism of the time, kind of means, you know, she puts out, right? So that's, like, part of it. You've got this guy in the corner, in the shadow, with his dog, and the two cherubs. So that is, like, her husband or boyfriend or whatever, and the dog is the symbol of loyalty, that he's perfectly loyal and faithful to her. And then you've got the cherubs. Those are like they're two cherubs together, because, you know, they're in love, or at least he loves her, symbol of love. And you come over here, and you've got, not only is there a guy in the bushes looking up her skirt, that, just the fact that he's looking up her skirt isn't really the important thing. It's that there's this angel here doing the like shh thing, right? Because he's her secret lover, and she is very clearly being a hoe. But yeah, like, so it's a much spicier painting than like many people would give it credit for. Not much for the aesthetic still, but just the fact of like, I mean, kind of, but that's not really necessarily part of the imagery that's important. That is actually probably reading a little too deeply into it. It is just to dress swinging. A pink dress swinging through the air. It's just a pink dress. Okay. Back to finishing this, because I want to finish this soon, because we have friends coming over today, at like sometime between 6 and 7. And I would like to not be streaming when they get here. So we're gonna try to wrap this up. I'm gonna lock the transparency on that. Get our color mixing back out. So I'm just gonna go through and give these some quick shading. Wait. Oh, fuck. Okay. Hang on. I fucked up. Already, Jesus. I don't want these to be boring chains. Ooh. Forgot that I wasn't on a separate layer. Oh, fuck. Keep forgetting I'm not on a separate layer with the shading. I'm doing that on this layer. God, how have I made it so long as an artist? These are rookie mistakes! Okay, and I don't have to worry about pretty much anything past that. We'll go ahead and just fill it black. I'm gonna hopefully be doing something really cool with these chains in a minute, though. I just have to actually get them painted in correctly first. And that requires not constantly fucking up. Jesus Christ. They don't really have to be the, like, most accurate, best thing I've ever painted, I guess. I would like them to look good. I've already forgotten what mistake it was. I'm so used to making mistakes. It takes one to make one, ha 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 ha. There's this tangent here, and I'm trying to get rid of it without fucking up my chain. Making my chain look stupid. This chain looks better than the other chain. There's going to be a little more painting to this than just these two colors, though. And I'm trying to think a few steps ahead of myself, basically, on it. I'm gonna give these chains the yellow highlights. That I gave the basically main body of the painting. I'm trying to trick myself into believing it's okay if I leave the chains looking really rough. And I'm not doing a very good job of it. Chains are like one of the worst things to draw. Like, I know professional artists will go out of their way to, like, at the very least, rough them in using a paintbrush and then paint them from there. Well, like, I mean, you say a mass-produced poster, but all of these posters back in the day would have still, like, been painted by somebody, like, physically painted. Like, by a dude, probably, actually. Specifically a dude. Because we all know how history treats women in art. Like, wasn't there, like, actually a point in, like, Disney history where, like, women weren't even allowed to be animators? Because the men of history would rather chop their dicks off than admit a woman did something. Why, yes, we'll let only men do the only job in an animation. I think it's the glory. Because nobody in the history of all of mankind has been like, oh, I wonder who the principal photographer and the background artist of this animation were. Not sorry. For back then, principal photography was also probably off limits. I don't know how I fucked that link up so bad, but I did. Okay. One more with any sort of actual, like, painting on it. And then the rest is going to be black. I'm going off at a distance. And then I'm going to keep that locked. And I'm going to grab this yellow, and I'm just going to start brushing it in on some places. Kind of like using masking tape. Oh my god, I bet those old farts used fucking masking tape all the fucking time. Yeah, actually, back to your question earlier, Toof, I would actually probably go as far to say just commercial art. Just in general, commercial art. Like, now that I've thought about it for a little bit, because, like these old movie posters took a lot of skill to make, but, like, name a single artist who did any of it. Like, some of these posters were, like, downright beautiful, too. And if I can do this right according to my vision, which, let's be honest, isn't usually worth a whole lot, I can make a mask. We're already on brush. I need to swap to airbrush. And then just start erasing out very carefully. Oh, I need to turn size off on that. That's fucking me up. So we'll do that. Oop. Around that edge there. And then we will make a new layer. We really just want it around the center, actually. And then, get a new layer. Just to get... Is that the overlap I wanted? It works. We're gonna try to get rid of a couple tangents here while we're at it. And then finish it off with a little bit of good old painting. Gotta get that to hide what I just did. And then the coup de grace. One new layer, white, or grid setting, I want to go. Okay, each of those is going to be 1 in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Why are half inches not showing? Oh. We want a gap of... Oh, no, we don't need that. We can just ruler in with the grid up. Duh, I'm dumb. We want to give this about half-inch margin all the way around. This layer. Okay, let's see. Let's group everything. I'll put a layer mask on that. Yeah, that's what we want, I think. This way I can just swoop in with my brush. That. And then just erase everything that's outside of that. Half-inch might have been a little generous, but it is what it is. Ooh. There's a very specific mini game that the music, in another game that the music for Knucklebones, which is what this is, reminds me of. I cannot place it. Like, for the life of me, I cannot remember. Bam! It's almost done. It's done enough. I'm going to do any text stuff later. Instead of right now. Because I need to stop. And also it may involving fonts, closing apps, reopening them to reload fonts, shit like that. So, you know what? No, I'm gonna stay over there. I'm just gonna do it this way. There's the finished piece. For the most part, I'll be posting the actual finished version later on Twitter. But let's get me big, and I'll get in the way. But yeah, thank you all for coming. I do appreciate it. I know that, like, Fridays during the day, it may not be, like, the best stream time, you know, but I do want to try making it more of a regular thing, and I'm going to start trying to take more, like, safe for work missions on that I can stream on Twitch. So be on the lookout for more art streams on Friday, because I enjoy it. It's the only thing I'm good at, please. Oh my god, just... I want my leap motion to actually, like, catch my hands. Catch these fucking hands! Yeah. Thank you all for coming. I do appreciate it. I don't know. I haven't even had a chance to look and think about it. I've been thinking about the thing I've been doing. But please, you can chill on it, because it seems like every stream you have one. And kind of jump to do it instead of waiting for me to just ask for it. But, because I want a chance to actually, like, look at people who are live first and ask if anybody wants to guide the raid. Let's see who is live. There are actually quite a few VTubers playing Cult of the Lamb right now. Let's see. Okay, like 4 minutes. Okay, let's see. I'm just gonna pick the first person I see. And we're gonna go raid them. So we're gonna go raid Canadian Dragon, because that's literally the first person I see. They're playing Cult of the Lamb, which is great to go into from drawing Cult of the Lamb fan art. Please, dear God, let that have muted. So I will see you all again soon. I'll be live again Monday at 6 p.m. Central Time. Yeah, thank you all for coming. Hope to see you all again soon. I'm gonna hit that button. Good night and goodbye.